The Miami Heat are yet again in talks to sign another pretty interesting free agent role player to the team. This time actually being Aron Baynes. But what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to talk about with you guys. This time it's actually currently being reported that Ira Winderman of the Sun Sentinel wrote that the Miami Heat could target veteran players such as Aron Baynes if Jay Crowder moves on to another squad this offseason. Now, I actually find this to be very interesting, even though Jay Crowder was actually pretty decent with the Miami Heat, in the playoffs and just kind of towards the end of the season as well. There has been a lot of rumors that Jay Crowder could actually be on the move to a team like the Milwaukee Bucks. So, of course, I feel like that's one to very much keep in touch with, one to definitely look at. So I'm very interested to see how the whole Jay Crowder scenario does actually go around. I feel like he's a very valuable player to the Miami Heat, and one player they could definitely not lose. Well, when it comes to players like Aron Baynes, before I get into some of the negatives on why I don't think the Heat should actually be looking to sign Aron Baynes, I'm going to look at a couple of the positives here. Is that I actually really do like Aron Baynes. Of course, for those of you who didn't know, I'm an Aussie, and Aron Baynes is one of the many Aussies in the NBA right now that are actually, doing very well for themselves. I'm very interested to see what the Australian Olympic team could actually be looking like. Of course, there's so many players that will be on it potentially. Dante Exum, Thon Maker, Ben Simmons, Aron Baynes, Matthew Dellavedova, Patty Mills, Joe Ingles, etc. There are so many good Aussies in the league right now. I'm extremely interested to see how it goes. Not just that, after a very good, experience, I believe it was, it was at like the start of 2020, or maybe even the end of 2019. I can't remember when exactly it was, but it was when the Aussies took on, the American Olympic team, and actually, I believe, won for like the first time in ages or forever. I can't really remember. But Aron Baynes played really good in that, and actually played pretty decent for Australia in the basketball. And then it kind of reflected on, how he played with the Phoenix Suns. Like, he actually played very, very good with the Phoenix Suns throughout, most of the year. It wasn't until DeAndre Ayton, came back where he did actually slow down a little bit with them. But yeah, I believe there was even a game where he dropped like 30 points or something like that. I think, I could be wrong, but he was playing absolutely insane with the Phoenix Suns. I mean, throughout the season, he played 42 games, started 28 of them on 22.3 minutes per night. He averaged 11.5 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, and 35% from three. I believe it was actually even better than that. I believe he was on like 36 or 37% from three. Again, it wasn't until Ayton came back where they played him a little bit more power forward. It didn't really work out, very well, but again, they were still winning some games here and there, and Baynes did really take, Darius his role, which I think was pretty funny and interesting, that a big center like Baynes did actually take a natural power forward's role. Baynes is 6'9", 208 centimeters tall. He will be a free agent, although I do expect him to, re-sign with Phoenix after a pretty decent season. I feel like he could still definitely look to maybe even sign elsewhere. A team like the Miami Heat would be interesting, but where I don't really like the whole Miami Heat situation is just based on the fact that I don't really feel like they need Aron Baynes. I feel like they've already got players like, Myers Leonard on the team who are, look, they're not as good as Aron Baynes, but they definitely do fulfill a pretty nice role here and there as being, a tall center that can roam around the power forward as well, and just a very capable three-point shooter here and there. I do really feel like they've already got that in players like Myers Leonard. Kelly Olynyk as well, who can play power forward, is definitely a lot better than Baynes, I would assume, and even he wasn't getting that many minutes in the playoffs until a couple of injuries here and there. So, the way I do see it is, I feel like the Miami Heat already got the pieces that they do need right now. I just feel like their main goal should be to, bring back Goran Dragic to the team, go out and try and get a Giannis or an Oladipo, or even both if they can. Try and get both of those players or one of those players within the next 2 years or so, whether it's by trade or whether they're going to be a free agent very, very soon. I just believe that that's what the Miami Heat need to do, and that's their next step to success. And I don't really feel like they need to be worrying too much about players like Aron Baynes. But of course, it is a player they could keep into consideration. Baynes will be 34, I believe, and he's somehow getting better and better as every year seems to continue with Aron Baynes. He literally is getting better by age. He has a very nice jump shot and literally was like an absolutely insane through games with Phoenix Suns and was pretty good for Australia as well. I'm just very interested to see how this is all going to go. But of course, I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this. Should the Miami Heat actually go out and potentially bring in Aron Baynes to the team? Should they look to maybe go out and bring some different players into the team? Or, yeah, again, should they just keep the core that they have now? Again, I definitely would really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But, of course, don't forget to subscribe, to my channel for the latest sports-related content, NBA, all of that type of stuff. But, of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channel if you haven't already. Links for them will be in the description down below. And definitely don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was saying, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.